Hello and welcome, race fans, into some Wednesday night racing action as we head on to the track that everybody had circled, starred, highlighted, put in parentheses, added into algebraic formulas. We are here at Michigan, everybody's favorite track here at the VRL, and boy, oh boy, is it going to be a fantastic race here tonight, full of the type of racing that we come to love and enjoy. So let's get this party all started on off with tonight's national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And welcome back. As always, we have to say a huge thank you to the proud sponsors and supporters of the VRL, such as Blue Fox Properties and Dave Mayberry. Give Dave a call at 520-850-4189 if you're looking to buy or sell your house in the Tucson, Arizona area or anywhere across the country. Let Dave and his 18 years of experience help you out to get you into that dream home of yours, because this housing market is just crazier and crazier. I swear, my sister just recently put her house up on the market like Tuesday, and it's basically already sold here on Wednesday. So it's just absolutely bananas, bonkers crazy. Get yourself a good realtor today. And of course, the official travel provider of the VRL and AAA Broadcasting, GC Cruise Travel. Give Greg Klein a call over there at 918-906-5616, or send him an email or message him on Facebook and try to get you onto a vacation where you can sit back and relax and let everybody else do all the hard work for you, whether that be going by ship, by plane, or even by train. Be sure to just pick something out that you'd like to do and give Greg a call, and he will definitely help you out and get you some great prices. Just recently, he saved over $1,000 for me for a cruise that I will be taking in May. So definitely to get all the best savings, head on over to GC Cruise Travel. As always, I am Alan Brown, and I am joined by the brewmaster in general, Mr. Alan English, joining me here in the booth. And we returned for the second time this week here, Mr. English, to Michigan, one of our favorite tracks. Always a great showing here.
A track we all love, and we know the drivers here of VRL love it. It's pretty much their home track. So many of these guys so fond of this track, and kind of got their start here. So it's going to be a great race here tonight, this 2-mile oval. Lots of intricacies to this track that you guys know as winners of races here at Michigan. I'll let you guys cover all of that. Where are you at, Turner? What are you in a bar or something?
Yeah. Rick. Well, Ricky made this for me. This is Waco. I'm rolling dice in Waco in the future.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well, that's all I had about that.
he went to Turner, Mr. Adam Turner, our anger management specialist down there. He went to Plaid and skipped the time continuum over here, so he had to join us from the future. So without cheating here, Turner, and telling us how this race is actually going to go, kind of tell us what these drivers are feeling like down on pit road as they're starting to get through some qualifying right now.
I mean, I bet they're ready to run. This is a driver's track. It's a lot of fun, especially in the truck. I think we'll see some fun stuff. 1 and 2 different than 3 and 4. Coming out of 2, it tightens up. We saw it earlier this week. There's a lot of runoff in the backstretch, but if it tightens up too much coming into 2 and out of 2 as tire wear happens, you're going to see some cool stuff happen, maybe some anger. 3 and 4, that's where you make your money. That's where I won my 2 races here, Brown. I'm sure you're a champion here too. So it's the home of Ted Nugent, the home of freedom. I'm not sure why there's a Canadian flag next to the American flag at the same height, but I will deal with it because I love this track. It's Michigan. Let's do it. Here's the rules. 1 fast repair, 65% fuel, 44 sets of tires total. 13 incident points, you'll get a penalty. 6 incident points, you'll get another penalty. There's no DQs tonight. And last I checked, it was like 97, so it is going to be a little slippery right out there on the track. At least right now, unless it cools off.
And that indeed, as we take a look here at tonight's race info again. Unfortunately, not a night race. Man, as soon as we can get that GoFundMe for putting up lights around here, that'll be that'll be fantastic to watch. But nonetheless, some beautiful weather up here, kind of out in the woods and away from all the chaos. These drivers not having to force any rain or anything like that, so everything should be all good in the hood. Bringing us down to tonight's key to the race, and you got to be careful not to get too loosey-goosey down there. After talking with good buddy Greg Klein down there pre-race, he was saying that they recently kind of changed the setup. Used to be a relatively tighter setup that was run around here, but that got changed around, and it's a little bit loose and can definitely get away from you here.
I'd rather be a little bit loose than the truck get too tight on you, because especially if you're right behind somebody in dirty air, a tight condition is no good. You're just going to slide up the track. So having a little bit of a loose condition may help you keep that truck pointed in the right direction. We're going to see how these guys handle that change.
Yeah, either way, loose or tight, it takes skill here. I mean, honestly, even though it's a larger track, 2 miles, it's pretty technical. And hopefully these guys can pull through. It's going to be fun. There'll be some door banging in 1 and 2, and then there'll be some other stuff in 3 and 4. So this is a driver's track for sure. We'll see who can come out on top tonight.
And that indeed is... looks like returning here tonight, Eric Klafka. Haven't seen the Klafka machine out here for a little while, so glad to have Eric back out running here with us as qualifying. Still got a couple of minutes left to go here. Some drivers yet to hit those hit the track for qualifying. But again, we do also have quite a few carryover penalties. Richmond was a little bit of a beast, and some people got fairly sentenced by the judge and gonna have to serve that penalty here tonight. But we thank you all for tuning in and watching, and hope you all have a great time with us. Be sure to keep that chat going, and we'd love to hear from all y'all and what you're thinking about how the race is going. If you haven't done so already, though, be sure to hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, so that way you get notified every single time that we go live and you don't miss any race in action. And of course, if you do like it, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, because I mean, Adam Turner totally just is going to absolutely decimate Bill Gates in that cage fight that's going to happen. So we just need to keep those likes coming so we can make that happen.
Yeah, we need to get that thing funded. And thanks to everybody who's already joining us over there in the YouTube chat. Albert Anderson saying, go get them, Albert. Earl Evans out there saying, what up, sponsors? Go get them, me. So he's going to be racing out there, that number 13 AAA broadcasting machine. And Chris Goins. Chris Goins all joining us here saying, Michigan all we boys have a good race. I gotta find somebody to translate this into Southern.
What does that mean?
Understand. I don't know. I need a Southern translator.
I think it means let's get them, y'all. Right?
Something like, yeah, probably.
I don't.
Yeah,
Oh.
I couldn't tell you. I might live up in the north, but that is a totally different different north than I am used to.
Yeah, there's a lot of different dialects. That's what's great
Michigan
about
all
America.
week. Michigan all week. That's what he meant to say.
Oh, Michigan all week. Okay, I was wondering what the heck's going on.
Well, that's exactly exactly the way we like it. We don't want our hauler driver to take us all around the country for no reason when we could just stay at one fantastic track all night. Speaking of a fantastic track, the driver's starting to get all lined up in their trucks down here on pit road. Everybody getting locked in here as the 53 of Jeremiah Burke gonna get pole position. 33 Jesfot gonna start to his outside there in second. The 5 Eric Klafka with a great run starting up there in third. The 99 of Albert Anderson, America's driver, starting here tonight in fourth. 27 of Mr. Timothy Pope with a pretty good starting spot there in fifth. The 25 of Mike Darland, a relatively new rookie to the league here this year. Pretty good start up there in sixth. Seventh will be the 55 of the witch doctor himself, Mr. Ricky Wittenberg, getting a good starting spot there in seventh. 98 of Mike Taylor as well. That Jolly Rancher machine's been flying around here. Well, he's going to fly around here tonight starting in 8th. 9th will be one of our friendly Canadian brethren, the 23 of Mr. Sean McDonald, getting things started there in 9th, with the 18 of Mr. Andrew Player, rounding out the field starting top 10.
14 of Dustin with a Y. Dustin Eaton will start in 11th place. 12th place will be Jack the Ripper Dixon in the 07. The 81 of Chachi. Jonathan Osborne starting in 13th place. 14th will be Michael Everidge in the 82. The 84 of Josh Bettner starting in 15th position. And 16th will be Austin Paul in the 3. Kyle Vaughn in the 16 will start in 17th place. 18th place will be David L. Kelly in the 49. And making up row number 10 and rounding out your top 20, the 58 of Robert Chipman and the 13 of Earl Evan.
21st position, Andrew Cawthon in the 10. 72, Chandler Paul, 22nd. In 23rd, the 6 of Trevor Robertson. 085 of Greg Dobson. Right here near Canada here. I think he went and saw this race in person.
Sure.
24th, 25th, at number 4, Dion Jones. 92, Greg Klein. 26, and all these guys right here, I believe, got EOL penalties, and that's why they're back here, so I don't know what order or if it even matters. The 88 of Mike Adamson. 01 of Kelly Keel. 69 of Larry Dickerson. Dave the Gambler, the nickname Mayberry. Dylan Bryant, the 8. 1, 2, 3 of John Gallagher, and the 7 of Jonah Long. All those guys did accrue a penalty from, I guess, from the last race, and they're starting in the back.
That indeed, as everyone heads on out on to the surface, and we get everybody up and ready to go. Looks like they're gonna throw a quick caution here before getting going, so that way they can get everybody to where they're supposed to be.
I guess they're having a little difficulty catching up to the pace truck.
It did look like someone might have had gotten into their car and then said, "Oh, I need to use the bathroom," and stepped away for a quick second, but was able to make it back in time.
Well, if we just want to revert back to the astronaut story, English, why you got to be prepared.
What do you mean? What astronaut?
The astronaut story, you got to be prepared.
About astronaut.
I don't want to. I think I've told them enough, but you can Google it. Crazy astronaut lady drives from Houston to, Florida to the launch pad to confront her other astronaut boyfriend and his astronaut girlfriend. I mean, it was like a love triangle of NASA, man.
Maybe
It was,
date outside of their profession. Just
yeah,
saying.
don't, where you eat. That's kind of a thing. But she didn't listen to it. What did they ever give that lady? I never saw her in a prison sentence or anything.
Hopefully some help.
She probably did need some help. I mean, it was interesting. I was, right in the middle of that at the time. I was really mind blowing what happened with the whole situation. But
Oh, is that from your stint at NASA or?
well, no, I live near NASA right there.
Oh.
I live like
I live near NASA.
I was like I could like if I got on my bicycle, which I did exercise then, I could ride over to NASA and look at all their cool stuff and ride home, And then all that happened, and I met a few astronauts,
Sure.
at the restaurants and stuff about town. And so I thought it was interesting.
Well, of course.
Yeah. Anyway.
You're practically a spaceman yourself.
I mean, might as well be. Well, apparently anybody can pay. If you pay enough now, you can get on rockets. You can get on a rocket. Brown, we're about to race.
And speaking about getting on a rocket, the pace truck breaks on down onto pit road, and as Dustin with a Y has previously said, it is a race car time. Green flag is waving here at Michigan. Side by side, the field shuffles and bustles its way down into turns 1 and 2, where the 53 and the 33 remain locked in side by side. The 5 and the 99 side by side back behind them, as well as the middle of the field partially goes 3 wide there, making their way down through the exit of turn number 2. Everything's starting to get a little slicey and a little bit dicey. The 55 of Ricky Wittenberg changing lanes here, trying to get the best run for his money. Still, though, the 53 and the 33 locked into their battle side by side. 33 alongside that outside wall, getting a great run, gets down in front of the nose of the 53. That's allowing the 99 to get a run and get alongside of them here as the first lap is complete here tonight.
Yeah, the first of many here at this awesome track. 85 lap feature here tonight, and we're going to be here for every lap with you guys there watching at home. Thank y'all so much for being here. Taylor Provax is here. Crazy Mom 305. Mike Addison said he's starting in the back again. Crazy Mom 305 pulling for Jonah out there, and Taylor, of course, pulling for the number 16. Thank y'all so much for being here. Kyle Vaught is the 16 tonight.
Yeah, speaking of the Vaught family, I guess Sarah Vaught celebrating her 20th birthday here tonight. Hope you have a fantastic day there, Sarah. And,
Happy birthday.
have a fun-filled day.
Yeah, I was thinking about 20 years ago, or well, longer than that. When I was 20, I mean, that was a long time ago. English, I think it was a long time ago for you. Can't even remember that back that far.
Yeah, there's been a lot happened since then.
Yeah, like me stealing the valor of the astronaut. I was a fake astronaut for a while just because I lived there. I'd go to the bar and hang out, and I'd meet people. I met a couple astronauts. Big deal. I didn't steal their valor or anything.
I was thinking about the Bezos rocket people. How they call themselves astronauts for riding straight up, straight down. And I want to yell stolen valor at them.
No, yeah, they're not astronauts.
Hey, you got
that Bezos guy is a clown. Go ahead, Brown.
81 Jonathan Osborne mixing it on up with the 14 of Dustin Eaton there. A little side-by-side, right side romance going on. Right in front of him, you got the 23 Sean McDonald having a pretty good fight, trying to stay alongside that 27 of Timothy Pope. Going side-by-side here. You also got Josh Bittner in the 84 machine slowly making his way up through this field, trying to get alongside the 98 right now of Mike Taylor, trying to sneak their way into that top 10. For the most part, a little bit single-filed here for the first couple drivers, and then it's all chaos and mayhem here. 23, as you can see, the 27, he's not even trying to go around the 5 right now. He's just getting into the back and pushing them.
Have you noticed, English, like on that back stretch, you get a little bit of draft and it pushes those trucks around a little bit. They're getting a little squiggly back there.
Yeah, a little bit of dirty air affecting those trucks, not getting that forward bite that they usually get when they get a full accoutrement of air molecules pushing down on the front.
Oh my God, that's a lot of words.
I kind of got lost there for a second.
Well, the 98 of Mike Taylor, I like his paint. I hadn't seen that before. McAllister's Deli, that's a pretty good little place to get a nice healthy sandwich.
I've been there in a while. They used to
It's
have
so
this thing.
good.
They called it the Big Nasty. It was like a open face roast beef sandwich with gravy on it. It was pretty awesome.
Ooh, 27 of Timothy Pope losing a whole bunch of speed back here, losing position after position. I don't know if he might be going into tire save mode, realizing he's really not making up as much time as he would have hoped here at the early start here. But either way, we do have a long way to go. Midway break happening as the field comes back around for lap 43. So the completion of lap 42 will be our halfway stage break. So these guys probably hoping to at least get 25 laps or so per set of tires.
Yeah, they're going to be hurting. They're going to definitely be hurting with the temperature out there. 94, that's hot for Michigan. I don't know. People in Michigan probably can't take 94 degrees. Only one that couldn't be Ted Nugent because he's Mr. America as opposed to America's driver, Albert Anderson.
Speaking of Albert Anderson, he has sneaked past the 53 of Jeremiah Burke. Two teammates actually kind of fighting against each other here. I think they might be incommunicado about like, hey man, I'm getting a run, just let me buy you for a quick second. If you get a run, I'll let you right back on by. But the 5 of Eric Klafka is going to keep it too wide here.
They're wrecking behind back there. It looked like the 84 up into the wall. Could have been a different truck, but that's what I saw.
80. Oh yeah, man. He's definitely seen some damage.
A Bidner?
Yeah, he got together with another truck and got up into the wall.
Ooh. Yeah, it looks like I don't know if the 07 of Dixon got into the back of him there or what. I mean, no caution. We're still green flag racing here. Yeah, it was close. Yeah, hard up into the outside wall though for the 84 machine. He's definitely got some suspension damage going on and trying to get that truck all figured on out. He is out of the main pack right now. Dave Mayberry at the tail end of that main pack in 32nd. Did have to serve that penalty, which means he's got a lot of work to do to catch up to where Kyle Vaught is right now, up there in 15th, if he wants to beat the rivalry here tonight.
And
Tim?
yeah, were you watching Tim too? Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Tim Pope went down to the apron to get around the 81, made it 3 wide with the 81 and the 98 of Mike Taylor. And now he's playing a little rotator right here. He's playing some crossover action with Chachi again.
Well, and that's what he did in turn 4. He slid right up the track on 4. It was pretty impressive to keep it clean like
Good
that.
move.
Yeah. Man,
Chachi
this league is
crossed
so
him
good.
over.
Did he?
Chachi crossed him over, but then Pope crossed him over on the next set of turns.
Getting dangerous at that 4. You do see some people they will hit the wall in turn 4 if they're not careful with those tires. And Pope got close. What happened there, Brian? Caution's out.
Caution's out? I don't know. I didn't
Caution's
see
out.
nothing. Looks
Me
like
neither.
Earl Evans, though, having a little bit of a mishap here alongside with the 4 of Dion Jones.
Set the iRacing to tell you when there's a caution.
Ooh, yeah, the 13 and the 4 getting all snagged up. I think both trucks trying to occupy the same space. The 4 losing some front clip parts and hard into the inside pit barrier go both cars. Ooh, and the Ford machine had to tow. Engine blew up from that one, and Earl Evans facing some heavy suspension damage there as well.
Earl ruined the beautiful paint scheme he had built for us.
Toast.
Toast
Adam
for now.
Strom's out there. Adam Strom's out there joining us saying, "Howdy, fellas." He said, "Hey, Turner, somebody drank all of our moonshine last night, so we're going to have to settle for some Colt 45s tonight."
I don't care. That's fine. Billy D. Williams would be very happy right now because we're going to have some fun. Lando Calrissian loved that Colt 45. If you ever remember those cool... Yeah, do you remember him? He was the advertising person for
I
it.
don't remember ever seeing commercials for it.
Well, he was on all the tins and the posters and whatnot.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Lando
Lando.
Calrissian.
Yeah, he liked to drink a Colt 45 every once in a while. And who doesn't, by the way?
Oh,
It's good enough for Star Wars. It's good enough for you.
As it looks like, oh, contact down there. A late call, I think, by Ricky Wittenberg to come on down into the pits. Looks like he got into the 23 of Sean McDonald there a little bit.
so far, everybody that's making it down onto the pit lane, able to do so without a black flag so far.
And I will say pretty much everybody coming on down except for Kelly Keel and Jess Vaught. I'm expecting probably, just a whole bunch of splash and goes. Maybe save that set of tires for later on.
I reckon so. That's kind of...
Well, look at their times. It's starting to look like that. Bittner is getting tires. That.
Well, I think Bittner did have some suspension damage, so that might be part of it too.
Oh, yeah.
So many different strategies, so much different cool stuff happening at Michigan. Strategery. I mean, this guy. All these presidents always have something fun, to poke fun on that. Strategery was probably one of the best. Remember, wasn't it? Whose vice president said couldn't spell potato?
That was Quayle. That was Dan Quayle.
Was that the W's?
That was
vice president?
George H.W.'s.
HW. They're all part of some kind of hierarchy
Bush
thing.
41's vice president.
Yeah. Well, either way, it is what it is. I mean, I'm trying to, dial back some of my conspiracies and stuff for y'all. I don't want y'all to.
Why?
That's because I got to save it. We're having this podcast thing. Apparently, I got to save all my material.
So, are we going
I
to
don't
have,
wanna run
like,
through.
if we do a Saturday show, it has to be, like, Stolen Valor Saturday, and we have to talk about who all
No,
the fake-
no, but that was that could be a show, one show, because we were just talking about that before the race, how funny it was about.
Sure.
And we're not necessarily always military. We were just joking about some other stuff that people act like they are somebody, and they're actually not somebody when you call them out. Oh, like let's say I'm a,
You're a United Airlines Plus Rewards member, and you're standing in the short line,
no,
with velvet rope and stuff. I can scream Stolen Valor.
No, it's kind of like that, but it's like I'm a crane operator, and I've talked to a guy at a bar who they call him Mr. Crane, because he retired as a crane man, and then you get to talking to the guy, and you realize he's a clown, never touched a crane. See, it's stolen valor for the crane man. It's everywhere. People are liars. Yeah, people lie all the time. But that could be an episode, yeah. Here, I know what we need to have is an iRacing episode, because this is a great league right here. We're about to crank it back up here at Michigan.
We're definitely going to crank it back up, as there was a little exchange between the 81 of Osborne and the 33 of Vaught before the pace truck comes on down here. A little beating and banging heading through turns 3 and 4.
Nice.
So here we go with the pace truck on, off into the Geico restart zone we go, and green flag racing, and off and running the 33, getting those tires spun around. Same thing with the 81, both not with the greatest of starts, but nonetheless, we're off and running side by side. 33 out in front of the 81, the 53 trying to push that 81 along and get free and clear. He's going to take it 3 wide through the middle here with the 01 of Kelly Keel down low on that bottom side. Still 3 wide as they make their way down that back straightaway.
Yeah, these guys are trying to sort it out before they get to 3 and 4 here. Trying to figure out who they're running with here. Andrew Player, side by side right now with the 3 of Austin Paul. It looks like Player does not have room to slide up in front of Paul, so he's got some help coming down to the inside line now.
Yeah, they're racing all over the track. This is where it gets fun at a track like this, because everybody's kind of bunched up together trying to get their line, figure it all out.
That indeed is the 2 wide, sometimes even 3 wide action and that's how it goes. It does look like Deion Jones calling it an evening. He took a week off, and he's forgotten how to hit his fast repair checkbox, and so he's got 31 minutes repairs. So he's wishing everybody the best of luck here tonight.
That happens.
Yeah, I hate it when that happens, man.
It's kind of like if you're one of your crew members that you're like on one of them small teams, you know, they forgot to bring like a torque wrench or something.
Where's the four-way? We got a freaking flat.
It's over, guys.
Adam was supposed to bring it. Adam, where's the four-way?
It's me, of course. I was the guy that forgot it. Yeah, definitely, probably would be me. 3 wide almost here with Dixon on the inside and Dobson. Oh, that's a couple Canadians right there. They're running next to each other.
Ooh, yeah, and up against the far outside wall there, had the little purple machine having some problems. That's the 72 of Chandler Paul scraping that outside wall for a little while.
It's Chachi making it 3 wide again with the 98 and the 99. Riding the inside line here in front of player.
He's just throwing caution to the wind out there.
I'm telling you. But he loses a lot of momentum here on the back stretch. That's where the outside and middle line just kind of fly.
Look how bunched up they are in 3 and 4. That is fun racing.
There, you ain't kidding. There's not a lot of room there. Ooh, as the 27 machine looked like it was starting to break loose on the back end a little bit, but able to snap it back to attention as the 27 of Pope.
Starting to see that loose condition you guys were talking about. Turner, you talked about making up time and making money coming out of 3 and 4. How do you do that here? Is it all about what line you run and where you get back on the gas?
You have to pay attention, and this is how I won. I mean, I'm just a champion here, nowhere else. But I would pay attention to the guys running ahead of me or beside me, and I would try to kind of figure out how they were using tires and how I could save them until the end and get around them at a certain time. It's complicated. Your brain is working 500 miles a minute when you're driving. You're thinking about all these little things. Like, he's running good right there, but I'm picking up speed on him, you know, as we wear tires out. So I'm gonna take it this way until I can get close enough to him, and I'm gonna shoot right around him on the low side. That's kind of how 3 and 4 works, in my opinion. Brown, you think something similar to your experience here?
My experience was pretty much just don't get into a wreck, and I ended up winning. That's pretty much it.
Well, I actually used my brain and my.
Well, I use my brain to avoid wrecking situations. So
that helps too. That's your cat-like reflexes.
As we go to 3 wide there for a split second. It looks like the 18 Andrew player backing out of that one. Meanwhile, the 33 and the 01 teammates of Jess Vaught and Kelly Keel just absolutely running away from the Mayhem, just realizing if they can stay out of the fray here where everybody is fighting side by side, they can make up a whole bunch of time here and start to pull away, which is exactly what they are doing as the 98 and the 53 go side by side. You got that 16 of Kyle Vaught continuing to try to stay up inside this upper half of this field. He's going side by side with the 58 of Robert Chipman right now. 10 of Andrew Cawthon coming up around the bottom side of the 7 of Jonah Long, who's already up 16 spots on the evening here tonight. 88 of Mike Adamson as well, up 19 spots here. Cracking up into that top 10 and sneaking around Ricky Wittenberg and Albert Anderson.
These guys are able to run 3 wide on some parts of the track some of the time, but it's not ideal. So much of the racing you're going to see out here, it's going to be 2 wide.
We got 3 in the pits right now too.
Yeah, a couple of the people that did not pit that first go around, Jess Vaught, John Osborne, Kelly Keel, Josh Bittner, and Dylan Bryant making their way on down pit road. I was gonna say careening down pit road, but that's not 100% correct.
Bittner did have a meatball flag upon entry there.
Ooh, I wonder if he snagged that outside wall again and had some suspension damage again.
I think it was cleared, so he should good to go now.
And it looks like here comes the 6 of Trevor Robertson down into the pits here as well. So here on lap 25, starting to see some green flag pit stops and people making use of their strategy here. I'm surprised with these guys that, pretty much everybody in this field came on down, lap 13 for fuel. I don't know if they would be able to make it all the way to, lap 43 or whatever, but if they could, do you think they might try to, even if they lose a couple spots, stay out on this set of tires and save a set for the end just in case?
It's not a bad idea. I don't know what you think about it, Turner. If you're feeling like you can stretch it, why not? If you could stay on the lead lap and bank a set of tires, why wouldn't you?
No, I agree with you. If you can get a top 10, let's say, and go home with a clean set of tires that you didn't have to use, or even use them at the end and win the thing, I think it's smart to always have one in the bank, because you just never know how these things end. Sometimes we have these extra long green white checkers or a caution period that's just so long, and it's strategy, man. Strategery
indeed, as the 82 Mike Evers makes his way around the 99 of Anderson on the bottom side here. The 84 Bittner trying to get back on up to speed and hopefully try to get a lap back here. He's going to try to do it the hard way.
I was thinking about your malt liquor comment earlier at you and Strom. That I was listening to a podcast the other day. Some craft breweries are bringing back malt liquor, but they're not calling it that. They're calling it like American Strong Lager or something, because I guess there's negative connotations around malt liquor, so they're not calling it that.
I don't think so. It's just beer.
Yeah, what's wrong with malt beverages?
Nothing.
Because they're freaking full of adjuncts and fillers and
Well,
stuff.
Well, I'll tell you what. My dad never really drank beer or nothing like that, but he'd always drink like the Smirnoffs and the Mike's lemonades and all that kind of stuff.
yeah, that's a malt liquor.
Yeah, nothing wrong with
Yeah,
those.
like Zima,
Oh, Four Loko, man. We need to bring Four Loko back.
I never had one of those.
I haven't either because they were gone before I was even a teenager.
Oh. They still have them. I guess it's not the same formula.
Probably not. I think
What?
the
Kinda
original
like
formula probably had
Schlitz.
heroin in it or something like that.
Was it Schlitz the Bull? And
I will grab a Schlitz Silver Bull out of the pit, when you walk in the convenience store and the ice down cold ones. Every once in a while, if I only have like $1.25 in my pocket,
yeah,
I'll get a Schlitz. That'll hit you right in the face.
there's an Old English 800 in there.
Yeah, do the trick.
Grab that thing up.
Yeah. All out of like the homeless guy, and then just give him half of one of your old dips or a cigarette too. Just send him on his way. Make him happy.
So I'll tell you what, if one of those guys, one of those poor homeless fellas saw you walking around with a OE 800 in a paper bag in your hand, because they yell stolen valor at you. Man, I
No,
think,
they would not. No, they'd be like, "Hey, bro, can I have some of that?" And we'd be like, "Yeah, dude, come on." No, they're not going to yell stolen
would
valor
it be
just because.
legit if they did? I think.
No, look. I got pictures of me in Rosenberg, just grabbing like an ice cold silver Schlitz right out of there. There's evidence. I do enjoy one every once in a while. Big deal, man. Just a malt liquor is not the devil.
But it's making a comeback. I guess
I didn't know it was.
Yeah, it is.
You know, when I worked for Budweiser, when they were an American company, the most Hurricane malt liquor sold per capita in the United States is Port Arthur, Texas. Port Arthur. Love them some Hurricane down there. Yeah. Anyway. It's a lot of malt liquor talk on a Wednesday.
It's a lot of rum and pineapple juice.
Yeah. No, the Hurricane is the name of that's the brand.
We have a cocktail called a Hurricane.
Yeah, I know what a Hurricane is in New Orleans. I'm talking about the Hurricane malt liquor from Anheuser-Busch.
Okay, I got you. We mix up Hurricane cocktail 5 gallons at a time, and we put it in a keg and serve it on tap off there.
Ooh, God, that's dangerous.
I'm telling you what, man, it goes pretty quick.
And Chipman and Dobson, the next takers, coming on down into pit road here, getting some green flag pit stops all taken care of. While Dustin Eaton leads the field currently, but close behind is the 53 Jeremiah Burke and the 18 of Andrew Player. About 10 laps left to go here in the opening stage of this Vigilante Racing League race from Michigan. 27 Timothy Pope trying to filter his way on up through some traffic. Same thing with the 7 of Jonah Long, trying to get back on up here kind of close to the front. The 5 of Eric Klafka been driving very well here tonight, still up inside that top 10, right alongside the 69 of Larry Dickerson right now.
So much 3 wide up here. My
goodness gracious.
Guys on the apron.
Yeah, it's again, and it's hard to tell that it's 3 wide because not everyone here is racing for position. They're racing to get back to the lead lap. So the 3 wide that we got here with the 6 Trevor Robertson. Trevor Robertson's just trying to get on up here to the front to get back to the lead lap. 23 and the 82. They're fighting for position.
Who is the lucky dog if we make it to the stage break?
Actually, so
long, I think.
Trevor Robertson is a lap down from Sean McDonald, who Sean McDonald is a lap down from the 82 machine of Mike Everidge, who's racing for 4th. So you got 3 cars on 3 separate laps taking it 3 wide.
Wow. Hey, man, it feels good. Just keep driving it, man. Don't let anybody get in your way. Don't let anybody tell you not to.
So it looks like the 98 of Taylor is the next one to come on down into pit lane.
Keep going until it sounds expensive. That's what my buddy used to say when he was he was telling you to back up, back the trailer up to the gate. Just keep going until it sounds expensive.
Yeah, that's pretty good advice, but once it sounded expensive, it's pretty much over at that point.
Right, he was a terrible spotter.
Yeah, I was going to say, but I like the saying. All right, more. Darlin says he's pitting, so 82 is slow on the inside. Is he going to take a?
It looks like he looks like
he's hard on the binders, dude.
And 88 of Adamson down low as well, coming on into the pit. So I think people looking at their math, looking at their calculations, and finding out they may not have enough to. They may have enough to complete the get to stage break, but will they have enough to get back around to catch the pace car and then come on down into pit road? That's really the question here. As the 18 Andrew Player jumps out in front of his teammate there, the 14 of Dustin Eaton. Looks like Eaton might be setting himself on up to come on down into pit lane, which he does. Ooh, getting a little loose down on that apron. 18 sending it in pretty quick here down onto the apron as well. Here comes the 27 of Timothy Pope. So yeah, mad green flag dash down onto pit road.
As soon as you see the yellow come out, everybody's brain is going to be going like this, recalculating.
like your map thing in the car.
Yeah, your atlas, your electric atlas. Is that what you call it?
The Garmin. When
your Garmin Atlas machine.
Recalculating, yeah. No, we used a key map. I knew how to get around town just by using a map. I didn't need electronics or some kind of. I knew the 100 blocks. All that stuff you should know as a human being. What happens when GPS goes down and Elon Musk can't save us? You
Rand McNally Atlas is gonna save me.
It could.
It
Very well could. You should have one in your car at all times. Go ahead, Brown.
It very easily could, whereas the pit cycle almost come to completion here, as we still got people fighting and merging and doing all of that craziness. Anderson and Wittenberg on down. That's going to gift the lead back to Jess Vaught and Kelly Keel out there, who has essentially like a 8+ second lead right now, just absolutely with their own strategy, just flying away from the field right now.
What's flying away is my iRacing. Just locked up on me. Well, this is the time during the race. And
Sure.
reload
Not
it.
halfway. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
usually 3/4, I think.
Well, we need to look at exactly what time of day that it happens, because I wonder if it's happening around the same time of day.
That's
Computer just runs for a little while and it's like, I give up, and then it shuts off.
everything else works. It's just. I got.
GPU, man. Well, you need a whole new.
Brown has already set me up. I just got to pay for it.
Okay.
With a few more races, we'll get this thing paid for, and I'll have a new computer.
Needed a loan or a cash advance.
No, I mean maybe. We'll talk about that after. I might have to.
Okay.
Are you going to be a loan shark? Will you charge me like 70% interest? That'd be perfect.
Well, thanks to our other fans for being out here. Prescott, Higginbotham, Bruce Brown, Ethan Fernell. Prescott Higginbotham saying the 49 looks like he blanks blank from the back. It's all asterisks, so I don't know what it says. Chris Brown says, let's go Chapman or Chanman. Chanman. His race. Ethan's pulling for Mike Taylor out there.
And see 33 and that 01 come back around, and I believe this is where the yellow and the white flag come back on out, and we're getting all locked and loaded here to hit our stage break. Got the 13 bad luck machine sitting right behind him. Earl Evans trying to get at least a lap back here before that caution comes on out, but he's running out of time over here.
Man, there's some. Who's this Prescott Higginbotham guy? This guy came out of nowhere throwing haymakers on the YouTube machine.
I think it's one of
It's pretty interesting.
Dave Kelly's buddies from work or something saying, "Hey Kelly, are you still into dudes?"
Yeah, well, he's got some other stuff on there we
There's nothing
probably
wrong.
can't talk about. Caution's out.
And
No, there's not. Caution's out.
And that indeed. So Jess Vaught with the 10 bonus points with the stage win. Kelly Keel with a great run up 26 spots is going to have a second here. Looks like the 7 of Jonah Long was able to fight his way on up 31 spots for third. Sean McDonald in fourth. Fifth, Austin Paul. Sixth is the 14 of Dustin Eaton. 88 of Adamson. Seventh, Andrew Cawthon in the 10 machine getting 8th. Ninth for the 58 of Robert Shipman. And Josh Bittner getting a bonus point as well in 10th.
Yeah, you got to get that bonus. That's pretty good for Bittner. He was involved in something early.
Yeah.
He worked his way back up. Man, where's Greg Klein? What is he doing all night? This guy's
Dude,
only up 9 spots. Very quiet for him.
Very out of character for Greg. He's usually a lot more aggressive. However, you guys talked about it earlier, the tire situation and everything. Maybe he's being extra cautious out here tonight.
Yeah, him right behind him is Dylan Bryant. So this guy's a driver too. So maybe they're going to link up and work their way to the front. I don't know, Brown.
I wish I could tell you. I don't know. I do know from talking with Greg, he just really wasn't quite comfortable with the setup here in these trucks just quite yet. So it might be taking him a little extra time to get all locked in. And I just realized, like, does every pit box have their own DirecTV satellite thing?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yes, they do.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't that cause interference
That's
with like
actually-
all the other ones?
No, because it
I don't
receives
think
only.
so.
Receive only.
Yeah, that's how they watch a lot of their stuff, and then they have a playback machine on deck on that thing where they can rewatch all kinds of stuff. And it's pretty. That box right there is probably $1 million at least. You know, probably more.
Cruz
High
Brown
tech,
is out,
man.
Cruz Brown is out there asking, "Hey, can we get a look at Chan the Man's driver cam?"
Camera.
Yeah, we'll probably go
Sure.
through a few of them here in a few minutes. There's several drivers that have driver cams up.
We aim to please. We need like a tip jar so we can do like request a song. Y'all request something and then you put $1 or $5 or whatever in the tip jar. Then we just say, okay, here's your request.
Sure.
That'd be pretty clever, wouldn't it?
Prescott Higginbotham saying that Kelly and Eaton are some of the most amazing drivers I've ever witnessed.
That's
Amazing
Prescott is
words there.
Higginbotham. He's a funny fella. I mean, yeah, they're good. I don't know about the most amazing.
Oh, definitely.
Sure.
The most amazing they've ever witnessed. I mean,
That's definitely saying something.
Eaton's in fourth. I mean,
Having a good
Yeah.
run.
saying something.
Still good.
As I'm looking here, I just want to see if because I think the lights are ready to go off on the pace truck, which they are. I was going to say, since we're at the midway point, let's talk to the driver in the midway position, but the field was still trying to catch up with each other. There was wave arounds, there's a whole slew of things, so we didn't get to talk to him, but we're going to talk to the 123 at John Gallagher there, sitting in 14th, 15th right now.
Okay.
We'll say that I saw Erickson was Rob saying zoom in on the 98. Good job, bro. Got promoted to LTC.
Lieutenant Colonel.
Hey, there you go. Job there.
That's quite an accomplishment.
Job there, Mike.
That is not an automatic rank right there. That takes a lot of work and a lot of checking boxes that you don't normally want to do. And I know a lot of the guys that make it that far, they have to do a lot of extra stuff that may not pertain to your job, but stuff you got to do. Some great leaders that were lieutenant colonels that helped me a lot. I talked to one the other day at the brewery.
And
Just happened to stop by.
noted, and someone was asking for a driver cam of the 72, as here we go back up to the front with the 14 and the 18. Some teammates getting things started and locked in here side by side with the green flag out. So second half and the finale here of this Michigan race by the VRL gets up and running, and away we go as the 88 and the 5 behind them tried to get some good runs here as well. 33 with nowhere to go kind of gets blocked for a second. He's going to take it 3 wide all the way down to the bottom with a great run here, get alongside the 18. Looks like the 3 wide kind of splitting up back down to 2 wide as the 33 with some speed gets up into where there was a little bit of a window of opportunity to slide up between the 18 and that 14 of Eaton, and he's going to sneak his way right on back to the front of the line. 58 stuck in the middle here with the 53 down low, and the 55 and 27 out to his outside as we go 3 wide racing there.
Yeah, still more 3 wide. They have not gotten that resolved yet as they come on around and into the turns.
Well, it's going to be like that for a little bit here. Very slippery out of 2.
Ooh, and a little bit of a bobble there from the 58 getting into the 7 machine just a little bit. 7 making use a little bit of that apron to kind of escape out of the danger. 27's facing some danger there as well, but he doesn't really have anywhere to run with the outside wall looming just to the right-hand side of him.
Bruce Brown saying, I think it was about the camera coverage, but it could be about something else. He said, that wasn't long enough, though. Well, that's a common problem, you just...
Oh
just
my
gotta go with
God.
what you got.
Look at Ricky Wittenberg up top having a nice run tonight. Look, you can tell a paint job that he painted. Look, very nice for
They
a
look
job for Ricky.
So his paint jobs are awesome, and I think they have the personality of like a surf shirt. You know what I mean? Very colorful, very
Like a
great.
Tommy Bahama, you know.
Tommy Bahama
Sure.
meets Tim Burton with some.
Yes.
Yes,
There
yes.
you go.
That's a great freaking comparison, dude.
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
Some creepy Halloween stuff here as we're going 3 wide air again, stuck in the middle. Oh man, is that the 01 Achilles keel? I think it is. He's stuck in the middle 3 wide. It was 4 wide for a second and 3 wide in front of him, so a couple rows getting all stacked on top of each other. Here's a 33 coming out of turn number 2. I think he might have almost snagged the outside wall just a little bit there, but able to use the room that he's got to get free and clear. The 53 Jeremiah Burke trying to follow on through, sneaking around the 14 of Dustin Eaton. Oh, Jack Dixon, Jonathan Osborne, Kelly Keel. Oh my goodness, look at the middle of this pack. This is just absolute chaos. 4 wide as they come back across the line.
Yeah, it's
These guys-
everywhere.
They're not giving each other an inch.
No, Taylor, McDonald, Long,
Jeez.
Kyle Vaught there, I think it is.
Oh, for sure we're going to see contact there. 3 got a little wiggly.
Look at the number 8 giving the 98 a nice bump. Man, it's good racing right here.
Man, you ain't kidding. Isn't Michigan's 2-mile track, right?
Yes, sir.
So they do realize there's 2 miles of track here, and they're all racing within the same 50 feet of it.
the
Oh, it's
69's
a
around.
and the 16's gonna get caught up in it as well.
Larry Dickerson looks like he got turned or moved up the track, one or the other, to start that chain of events. Was that with Jonah Long or who was up there?
But, yeah, it was Long, but I think there was netcode Brown. You're gonna have to check that.
It
Hit
was.
him, but it looked like netcode to me.
Oh, it
I'm
did.
with-
Yeah, it did. It definitely started off as netcode. There's the 7 machine coming off of the top rope and pretends to get into the 69, who gets up into the 16, and yeah, the 16 with a rough ride. Oh, hard impact there for the 085 there as well, getting snagged up in it. The 3 of Austin Paul, nowhere to go, slaps into the 16 machine there as well. Oh, goodness.
Yeah, Dickerson didn't get the worst of it. I mean, he got hit
No.
with the netcode, but he seems to be holding it together pretty well. He might go get the truck checked out, though.
Yeah, his truck doesn't look too tore up, but a little bit of aero damage really can hurt you here at Michigan.
Yeah, on that backstretch especially.
Yeah, for sure. Taylor Provac says, oh no, number 16 involved in that one.
Yeah.
Kyle Mott will be back out on the track shortly, I'm sure.
That I'm sure.
Some good views of it you had there, Brown.
Earl Evans getting a lap back.
Well, B, how many laps down is he?
2, so once he comes back around, he'll only be 1 lap down.
Oh, it's
By himself, 1 lap down.
good, because that means he can be right back in the
Yeah.
game on the next.
It's not
country.
racing against
I
him.
mean, we sponsor the guy. I mean, we should see him
Well,
hit a podium.
well,
Sponsor, not
once in a while.
sponsor.
A gray area,
But
but not really
I mean,
sponsored.
if he's going to put our name on the truck, we'd like to at least see him, in the podium every once in a while,
And caught up in, well, not in the action, but definitely been racing around in all that action. Let's go ahead and talk to one of these drivers and talk to the 7 of Mr. Jonah Long, the official Baby Tang member out there in the 7 machine. Caught up there in 15th and up 19 spots. So having a pretty good run here. Jonah, you even got some, I think, bonus points there at the stage break. So things are looking up for you and Team Tang here tonight. But man, we're seeing 3 wide, 4 wide, even some moments of 5 wide out there. Is this just how Michigan's supposed to be run?
I don't like it being run like this, but you can't really make any rules about it.
Well, y'all are doing whatever you can out there. This is a really fun track as a driver. I think it's more fun as a broadcaster, probably. But what is the biggest challenge that you guys are facing out there? Is it other traffic? Is it tire wear? What are your biggest concerns here as we start to head down the home stretch here?
It's a combination of both. The right rear gets really worn, and it's what's causing everybody to get loose, mostly out of 4, and traffic's not making it any better.
Did we lose Turner?
I think we did.
No, you didn't lose me. I had the mute button on. But good luck to you the rest of the way. This is awesome, Michigan. Hope to talk to you later.
Yeah, thank you guys.
I just pulled the dumb move. What are you doing? I had it on mute. I was looking at my phone, and sorry, guys, I failed you. Dock me 55 cents for this
Dox
race.
you?
No, don't dox me. Please don't do that.
Oh, okay, I just learned that word yesterday.
Dock me 55 cents. They put it in a wine jar.
Chris Brown letting us know that they say Michigan is the 4th most dangerous track. I could believe it. As we get ready to go back to green flag racing with the 53 and the 33 starting alongside of each other here. Side by side, coming back down into the restart zone we go, and green flag is out, and away we go, side by side. Down into turns 1 and 2, not wasting any time is Chachi in that 81 machine, taking it 3 wide right off the jump. Making the 01 of Kelly Keel kind of stuck in the middle there with the 07 of Jack the Ripper Dixon, as well as everybody fights and claws and tries to get their way up through this absolute chaos here. The 84 Josh Bittner as well, taking it 3 wide here early down underneath the 82 machine.
Guys doing a great job of staying off of each other. Seeing a lot of 3 wide in the middle of the pack. Oh, man. This is edge of your seat stuff here, because people are starting to get aggressive when they know that there's less than 30 laps to go.
And speaking of aggressive, the 53 Jeremiah Burke making a late move there on the 33 of GS Vought, trying to get the run coming out of the corner. Not gonna quite have it. That outside line just carries too much momentum through the corner, but they're gonna remain side by side as they come back down this backstretch.
Man, this backstretch is literally like the Katy Freeway. Pistol in the hand. I got a beer between my legs and the cell phone. I'm talking on the cell phone on the other hand. Just driving it with my knees. Crazy how much traffic is going on right here. They're just bunched up.
And probably an In-N-Out burger hanging out the mouth as well.
Whataburger.
Whataburger. Okay.
Yeah, Whataburger.
That was close. It was one of those.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to forgive you because you're not from around here.
Oh, Wrecking! Dave Mayberry.
What?
Backwards on the track.
Yeah.
Dave, the nickname.
And that will bring out the yellow, and we're going to get reset up here. And it starts up to his outside by the looks of it.
Ooh, Gallagher just dove down. I think he hit the wall or might have got touched a little bit.
He got loose. He got loose going into the corner.
He was touched.
And for a second there, I thought maybe he got touched, but no, he just got loose into the corner and came screaming down the track, and gets into the 29, who then gets into the 5. The 5 with a pretty good save there, actually, getting kind of about 45 degrees off angle, but able to bring it on back. But the 29 maybe really kind of the main punching bag in that one.
Yeah, he definitely was. Can't hit the sponsor like that.
Well, if you do, you may want to get away, because he knows where your house is, especially if you bought it from him. So you might want to get away. So be sure to head on over to GC Cruise Travel, get in contact with Greg Klein, or send him an email, or go over to the Facebooks.
All right, Annalie Tovar is here, pulling for Team Tang, of course. So is TABBZZ6. Jean Porras is pulling for They're sad that the number 16 was involved. Prescott Higginbotham says,
Yeah, this guy, he may have to get. He may have to get banned. I may have to ban him like Bill Gates.
Prescott says, Dustin Eaton inspires me to be a better man. Dave Kelly makes me feel bad for being one. only these guys know what this means.
He said something else down below that I'm not going to mention. Prescott Higginbotham. He's thanks for joining us. You gave us hit the like or subscribe button. We don't always talk racing. We talk other stuff, like UFOs. We hadn't even got into that. But man, interesting race out here, Brown, because in Michigan, there's always a good game of Yahtzee going on.
There always is. We get kind of all locked in here and getting ready to head back to the green flag in a couple laps.
Cruz Brown says that, I'm sorry. Oh, I was going to read Ethan's comment, but it's been retracted. Yeah, man. These guys get all re-racked here. We're going to have less than, 25 laps? Shoot, we're less than 25 now, aren't we? Or right at the line. It's going to be a awesome race to the finish here. We're going to see who saved the fuel, who saved the tires, who's got some extra left in the tank. Ethan for now. There it is. It says, "Don't die, Mike Taylor." That's what I saw earlier, and it disappeared, but now it's back. So, Mike Taylor, the driver of the 98 machine. Mike Taylor, where's he at here?
He started pretty well up inside that top 10, or pretty
Still
close
on
to
lead
it.
Lap.
Still
25th place.
Again, we've seen how competitive the racing here tonight at Michigan has been. So just being on the lead lap is doing pretty dang good. And really, anybody still has a shot to win it here with 26 laps remaining.
It's been a very competitive race, and we've got a lot of racing left to go here. We've even got some potential green-white checker racing available. I think only one attempt in this league.
Yes.
Don't know if we'll need it or not.
We'll just have to wait and find on out here. It's the 53 and the 33. Once again, enter that Geico restart zone side by side. And here we go with the final 25 laps left here tonight. The 99 going side by side with the 88. You also got the 01 and the 07 fighting with each other here as well. So sometimes when numbers line up like they are, it's just kind of hard.
It blows the mind.
It blows the mind as John Gallagher in the 123 machine getting taken 3 wide early here. 8 machine down on that bottom side. Looks like the 49 David Kelly up on that high side trying to get squeezed on around. You got the 085 of Greg Dobson up 10 spots right now, up into 14th, trying to fight his way around. He's another one of those guys that actually went to the Michigan race here this weekend and extended onto Monday. So he really enjoys seeing this track. It's also his kind of quote-unquote local track, as you could say.
Hopefully those guys enjoyed it. I've never been to a race there.
Well, according to their picture of the recycling bin trip that they were going to take, they definitely enjoyed it.
Oh, oh, really? Did they do like Newman and Kramer and Seinfeld and take a bunch of bottles there?
They might have. Didn't you hear a woman's facing like federal charges from that?
Is that right?
Yeah. As the 07's going to take it 3 wide down on the bottom. 81 stuck in the middle.
Federal charges.
Yeah, it's got something to. I forget what it was, but yeah, the woman's in trouble because that's what she did. She like collected a whole bunch of like plastic and cans and all that stuff and crossed state lines because they have better like 10 cents rather than 5 cents on the returns.
Yeah, it's almost like just walking into the Capitol and your own government just silences you. They welcome you in and then they just give you 5 years of prison because you were there. What a joke. God almighty. That's a problem, Brown. Poor lady's just trying to make an extra $1. That's a sad story. I've seen a bunch of them, but what's not sad is this racing right here, man. Really fun track.
That indeed, as here comes that 01 of Kelly Keel up alongside the 53 fighting for second place here. Kelly's been having a fantastic run, being one of those kind of plate track drivers you always want to be around. Not quite a plate track here at Michigan, but he's doing pretty dang good.
Yeah, he's doing good. Jess Vaught, this guy can drive. He anywhere we go, he's just a driver. And I think we've learned over the season he has like a backup wheel, so if his wheel breaks, he can always plug in the new one, which is actually cool.
That indeed is the 16 of Kyle Vaught here in 17th. Still out in front of the 29 of Mayberry, but they are still on that same lap in that rivalry competition. That's, again, something I might want to track here, is that little rivalry, because I know those two love going back and forth.
Yeah, that's like a new thing. It's a new concept since Kyle came into the league this season, not too long ago, when we had the midway point of the NASCAR series. We follow the NASCAR series here at Vigilante Racing League, which is super cool. So,
and the 085 of Dobson heading on down low underneath the 7 machine here, trying to crack up into that top 10 here tonight. And right in front of him, going 3 wide, you got Wittenberg in the middle, the 69 of Dickerson down low, and the 99 of Anderson out to that far outside lane. And again, just to also remind people, I think we're still at least a pit stop away. Most people pitting back on lap, right around 44, some people on 52. They're not going to make it, so we're still going to need to see some pit stops happen.
Yeah, I think they're hoping for another caution is what everybody is hoping for, a caution. But if we don't get one, this is going to get like crazy interesting with the green flag pit stops for the final one.
And I think some of the people sitting in a pretty good spot, like the 8 of Dylan Bryant, came in on that last caution at lap 58. So I think it might be close for him, but I don't think he has to come back in.
All right, so that's somebody to watch right there. You start doing like science and math, which you're doing. Yeah.
Or trying to do, at least.
God.
Yeah.
Did your abacus break their English?
No, this beer is trying to pull up on me.
Oh.
We can't have that.
It's a glass growler, and it's
Oh, it looks like
spilling
you're-
over the top.
over carbonated.
All right, we got one taker down pit lane. Larry Dickerson looks like is coming down.
And that he is not quite able to make it. So with the quickie come down and in again, probably I wouldn't because we're so close to the end here, 17 laps. I don't know if that 14 seconds getting the full set of tires as well is gonna be a plus or a minus here, but we're just gonna have to wait and see how this pans on out. But I do like Dickerson's call, coming in early, getting away from the chaos, and basically having a pretty clear entry. Looks like the 53 of Jeremiah Burke, he's gonna come on, drop on down and in. Same thing with the 7 of Jonah Long, hitting down pit road, as well as the 01 of Kelly Keel is going to continue to follow that 33 of Jess Vaught. You got the 07 of Jack the Ripper Dixon trying to figure out a way to get around that 55 of Ricky Wittenberg here in the middle. Kyle Vaught going side by side with the 23 of Sean McDonald out here. You also got Dave Mayberry, Robert Chipman up in that area, as well as Earl Evans back on the lead lap.
Yeah, Andrew Cawthon, Kelly Burke, they're in there. Now they're about to come out. Here we're going to see another round of them.
They got to be careful blending back in. We've got guys coming at full speed.
They're going to catch them at full speed. Cole is a 33.81. Kelly Keel, Greg Klein, Mike Darlin all come on down for their final pit stops here tonight as the 99 gets some bonus points for the lead laps. You're also getting the 55 of Ricky Wittenberg there right behind him. 085 Greg Dobson moving on up alongside the 84 Josh Bittner here currently inside of this top 10 as the green flag cycle continues to wrap its way around. It's going to be all helter-skelter and chaos where the wheel of madness ends. Here at Michigan, well, we got to wait until that checkered flag flies to find this one on out, as the 29 does get past the 16 of Kyle Vaught here, but they are still racing nose to tail. Looks like the 16 might be trying to mount a counter charge here with the 123 of John Gallagher in tow.
Dylan Bryant just kind of out of nowhere here. Started way back in 32nd place. One of those drivers that started in the back here tonight in that Pepsi Toyota. Up currently in 3rd place.
Yeah, he's in third in some traffic right now with the 92 of Greg Klein right in front of him. But again, I don't think he has to come down into pit road. Same thing with the 84 of Josh Bittner, who's here on came in on lap 58. I think they're good on fuel. I'm not 100% certain. It depends on how much fuel mileage they can get out of these things and how much tire wear they're comfortable running those down to. Ricky Wittenberg, who last pitted on lap 52, that one's going to be, I think, a little short, but we'll see.
Yeah, so with these guys up front right now, they're hoping we do not get a caution because that could cause them some problems.
Exactly. They've got that long run strategy kind of as option A plus right now.
Greg Dobson just passed Bryant. Go ahead there, English.
I was going to say, we've seen Ricky win a race because of this strategy. Cutting it to the bone. I mean, running on fumes to get to the finish line.
And that's definitely one way to win it at a track like this. And that just shows how smart you are when you can just cut it on fumes, you know. I knew I only had, just fumes in there to finish this thing off. It makes you even smarter at the end.
As the 33 of Jess Font with the 53 of Jeremiah Burke and the 7 of Jonah Long. I'm surprised they're actually fighting each other here. I'd be, if I was these three, I'd be thinking, oh man, we got to try to catch up and make up some time and try not to fight each other. As the 7 slides up into the slightly cracked open door that the 53 left there, and he slides up into that position.
A little bit of breaking news from the YouTube chat.
Ooh.
Prescott Higginbotham says that David Kelly seems like the kind of guy that when he goes through the drive-thru, he asks for the extra napkins.
Yeah.
Just in case, the kids have
smart. Yeah.
He also says Kelly seems like the kind of guy that mows his lawn, turns around and looks at it when he's done and says, nice.
I like that.
Is this the VRL version of Chuck Norris jokes?
I don't know.
But they're like dad jokes. It's like, he's the typical.
Yeah, I do all those things. Is that a problem? I mean, look at you mow your yard. It's like, and it's beautiful, and you finally get it right, and you're like, heck yeah, that's nice, man.
Like, yeah, I made that last pass at full length, full width.
I was doing 45-degree angles on this portion. It looks so good. Crack a beer, nice. There you go.
As the 92 and the 88 go fighting each other side by side. 84 Josh Bittner coming down into the pits. Oh, so I wonder if that's a sign of things to come here for the 8 machine, or if the 8 machine maybe was able to save a little bit of extra fuel. Hasn't been really pushing it that hard on this run.
Gallagher's coming in. 1, 2, 3. in the pits.
Yeah, fuel strategy results are about to be revealed, good or bad, here next couple of laps.
And 085 Greg Dobson as well, last pitting back on lap 52. We will have to wait and see on that one. Another one to watch, though, back on lap 59, Pope, Player, Paul, and Everidge all came on down. So if those guys up at the front back on lap 58 can't make it, I wonder if the guys on lap 59 can, as here comes Ricky Wittenberg and Greg Dobson down onto pit road. So you know what that means. The 29 of Hot Rod Mayberry takes the lead of this thing.
Oh my goodness. It's a sign of the apocalypse. Dave, the nickname Mayberry. From the back, leading this race out here tonight. That's good for him. But I got one for you there, Prescott Higginbotham. I bet Dave Kelly's one of those guys that he puts a cargo strap on a refrigerator in the back of his truck, and he shakes the strap and he says, "That ain't going anywhere." He's one of those guys.
I'm actually that guy. That guy's.
I do that every time too. Like, that ain't going anywhere.
And here comes Dylan Bryant down into the pits, not quite able to save enough fuel. 6 laps left to go. 23 is Sean McDonald now squeezing his way on up to a podium. So, oh man, whoever thought doing statistics and fuel mileage and all that kind of stuff could be fun, well, we're figuring that thing out here tonight, as the 92, the 07, and the 81 have been going back and forth between 3 wide and 2 wide, back to 3 wide here, now back to 2 wide as well. Having a fantastic battle. Albert Anderson got the 88 of Adamson on his tail. Same thing with the 14 of Dustin Eaton there as well. 01 Kelly Keel all over that back bumper of the 53, and on his back bumper is that 7 of Jonah Long, trying to fight but also work together here to stay up and try to steal some positions away, as we now have 5 laps left to go.
And Dave Mayberry continues to lead this thing.
And not only
12 seconds ahead of the field.
not only lead, but he's also pulling away. So
He is.
So like
he made 2 seconds on that last lap.
it really looks like Sean McDonald out here. He's in super fuel saving mode. He is not risking it whatsoever. As oh no, Dylan Bryant having to jump into the pits. I don't know what happened there. Oh, as he was coming down into the pits, he got super. Oh, he was speeding. Oh man, I think that was just some frustration taking over there.
Man. Well, Tim Pope and Sean McDonald and company here, Andrew Player, Austin Paul, Jess Vaught, they're all hoping that Dave the Gambler Mayberry made a terrible gamble here on his fuel strategy, but
Oh, he's coming in.
he's continuing to pull away.
Ah,
Dave coming down?
he's coming on in.
Oh no! That would have been badass.
So
I
this-
would love to see
and
Dave
here-
Yeah,
win.
Jess Bott, I think, is in the driver's seat at this point, Brown. Just looking at what they're
I
doing.
don't know, man. With 4 laps left to go, Sean McDonald still out in front right now. Timothy Pope about 5.5 seconds back, and Mike Everidge pretty much right on Timothy Pope's tail here.
Well, just like Dr. Fauci said, I am the science. So,
Yeah.
if I'm going to do science, I think Jess Vought's doing pretty good. Those other guys are going to be in trouble with fuel.
As Sean McDonald, again, I think watching that relative, realizing he had about 4 seconds left to spare, so he's going to try to save a little bit of fuel, but he is not going to make it, coming on down into pit road. So that's going to gift the lead here to the 82 of Mike Everidge. Does he have the endurance to make it here to the end tonight with the 27 of Timothy Pope on his tail? But here comes that 33 of Jess Vaught, only about a second behind them with 2 laps left to go. Oh boy, this one is getting good here, folks. Oh, and the 6 machine up behind the 27, scraping the outside wall, so the maybe push help that the 27 was getting, kind of losing that here a little bit as they enter into turns 3 and 4. The 6 kind of playing a little bit of a blocker there on the 33 machine as the 82 comes out of turn number 4, coming across that line, taking that white flag. So here we go. We will get this one done in regulation as the 82 machine leads the charge here with the 33 of JustBot making it around that 27 and the 01 making it around here as well. Does the 82 have enough left in the tank, making his way on down the back straightaway here? One more set of corners away. He's going to move down low. I think he ran out of fuel as JustBot with the last minute pass drops around him, leading with a good healthy margin. The 6 a lap down behind him, coming back down across the turns 3 and 4 and down the line. JustBot back into the winner circle. Kelly Keel with a great finish as well there in second, and Jeremiah Burke taking it home in third as Dustin Eaton crosses the line in the infield.
I believe the six ran out of fuel. Pope ran out of fuel. My goodness, man.
Well, I told you, I was with the science. I followed the science. Dr. Fauci taught me everything I know.
That was a lot of fun to watch because
It was.
you saw one after another kind of dropping out, and I was pulling for Mayberry, and then when I saw Everidge up there, I'm like, oh man, Mike Everidge gonna pick up a win. That'd be awesome too. And then all of a sudden he's starting to sputter. I'm like, oh damn. And then here we go. JustBot, Kelly Keel, Jeremiah Burke, your top 3 tonight. What an awesome performance by them out there. And yeah, what a finish. I'm with you there, Taylor. What a finish indeed.
And we do have a random draw driver to choose from here tonight, and it's going to be the person who finished in 15th this evening.
That's Dave Mayberry.
Oh, so we get to talk to him.
We get to talk to him again.
The gambler.
All right, let me go over there and type in the other thing.
Who won the random draw?
Mayberry.
Oh, Lord. Thought he had it sealed, but at least he got him a chance to talk to us, AAA broadcasting. That's cool.
Well, it's cool because I enjoyed talking to Dave because he's also the race, or he's the league sponsor. He and his business, they put up the money to help pay for broadcasting fees.
Oh, they pay the bills?
Payouts and all. Yeah, man, he pays the bills.
Be super nice to him.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say anything crazy.
Yeah, don't talk any crap to Dave.
Okay, I'm gonna leave it alone.
He's safe for now. I'm gonna leave him alone.
Kind of like Lester, I'm gonna pull a Lester Holt. When they talk about Pfizer, I'm just gonna be like, yeah, Pfizer. You get your shot. Do everything this guy says. That's what I'm gonna do here with Dave when we get the chance to talk to him.
Well, speaking of a chance to talk to him, we can talk to him right about now as we get to talk to our good buddy, the 29 machine, the gambler of Mr. Dave Mayberry, finishing in 15th here tonight, our random draw driver of the day. And Dave, we were rooting for you.
How much did I get? 100,000?
Something like that. But man, we were pulling for you. We thought you might have just had enough fuel to make it there to the end, but fuel strategy coming hard into play at the end of this one tonight.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on making it to the end. I was hoping for a caution because I actually finished with a set of tires. So if there would have been a caution with, I don't know, 12, 15 to go, I would have been looking good. But, I do have to say one thing, though. I'm just curious where that rookie, Kyle Vaught, finished. He bit off a little bit more than he could chew last time he got pulled up here, saying that his only goal is to beat me.
22nd. I guess is his
Yeah.
the best he had. The best the best he could do tonight. 22nd out of 33 drivers. I mean, that's
Yeah.
not exactly a stellar
You-
performance there,
Yeah.
Dave.
on Mondays we do a half race practice, and I ran out of gas with 1 lap to go on Monday as well. I was leading and I ran out of gas.
So you
No,
didn't learn anything.
I
That's
know
what you're
I
trying to
did.
ask?
That wasn't my plan. It was I stopped and took a 1.7 gallons of gas and took off at near the end. But I know like Andy Player, I think he was trying to save fuel, and I passed him on the last lap. I think I passed two or three cars maybe that ran out of gas. But all in all, it was a good thing. Kelly and Jess, they were on a different strategy than me, and there's work. I think they got first and second.
Yes, sir.
So,
Yeah, yeah, they did. But hey, we get to talk to you, man. So that's pretty
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
What about that? Who'd you like to give some shout outs to?
Well, obviously, of course, Lori, our league director, and my teammates, Jess and Kelly and Greg. So those guys, and yeah, I'll give a shout out to the rookie. He's hanging in there. He's doing his best. That's all you can expect from him.
Awesome, man. Well, congratulations on the top 15 here tonight, Dave.
Thanks, guys.
A little bit unfortunate. I know you were sticking to a strategy, but man, still got it done out there, looking impressive. And the random draw driver here this evening, man. Congratulations and good luck coming up there next week at Indy.
Hey, I did lead a lap or two.
You did.
so
You definitely
You
did.
We were so happy for you.
I get some TV time.
It's a good confidence booster for you, I hope.
Yes. Yeah. Well, hey, thanks for everything you guys do, man. Appreciate it. And
Oh, darn it. Sorry, Dave.
Oh,
Sorry, Dave.
you cut him off.
Sorry, Dave. I didn't mean to cut you off, buddy. Oh, no. I thought I heard the pause. I'm like, oh, I guess he's done. And then, oh, man.
That's a TV business. You
Yeah.
get him, just hook him, and we'll get to the next one.
Yeah,
No.
give him the hook.
Give him the hook.
Well,
We'll
we
probably get fined for that.
I
But go ahead, bro.
probably will as we move on to the podium finishers tonight. And our third place finisher, Mr. Jeremiah Burke, fighting alongside Just fought pretty much all race long up there at the front of the field, man. Having a fantastic run. But, man, it's a good thing you stayed up there because it looked like the middle of the track was kind of all madness out there.
Yeah, I heard some things going on in Discord. I'm just staying up here at all costs. I didn't know what was going on with that strategy. So there at the end, I didn't know I was racing for the win or if I was racing for 8th. I had no clue. I might have pushed it a little harder, but I didn't want to wreck them for like 8th. And then I made a bad move on Mayberry on Monday, and the chance I had with Jess coming up to the 3 car right there, I almost made the same move. I'm like, I'm not going to cause this wreck, so I'll just ride. And Kelly got by me, and here we are in 3rd. I'll take it, though.
Yeah, it's still one hell of an effort out there tonight, Jeremiah, and starting on the pole here tonight. And you could tell who practiced here and who didn't. But we talked about this before the race tonight. This is almost like VRL's home track because I think this was one of the first races you guys did that we broadcasted, and everybody really loved this track. And you guys, every time you come back here, we see a different winner. I think it's almost like you guys, you all have a vested interest in winning here, and you're all very competitive. So, man, it's a blast watching you guys race here. Congrats on the 3rd place here tonight.
Thank you. Yeah, we all race fun races here. We race all the time. It's one of, I think it's all of our best track. Probably why we put on such a good show. It can race each other so tight. I do want to point something out there. You said I started on the pole. When was the last time you said I started on the pole? That's an accomplishment right there.
Yeah, it's I can't remember the last time, but
I suck at qualifying. I didn't even remember to pull off pit road when the pace car went. I'm used to waiting for race trucks to go.
Well, it worked out for you tonight. I mean, you got your podium finished, even though you didn't get the top spot. You stayed up there. Good job. Is this Indy Road Course next week? I'm curious.
Yeah, hey. Hey,
What do you
so,
think about that? And give some shout outs.
hey, I'm on a pretty hot streak right now. Won last week, got a third this week. I'm going into road courses where if I don't mess up, I should win both of those. So, well, this might be a good stretch for me if I don't mess up like I did in Chicago. I'm excited. I'm excited for this stretch and into the playoffs, and I think I'm finally catching on fire here after a rough start to the season.
Awesome, man. Well, congratulations on the third place finish here tonight for that 53 machine, man. Before we let you go, got any final shout outs or anything like that?
Oh, yeah. All Star Racing, Albert, Larry, and Dylan and Jack. Kids, everybody. I don't know if my dad's watching tonight or not. If he is, hey. Jess and Lori, the broadcasters, everybody for putting this on. I'm ready to line up at Indy right now. Let's go.
Awesome, man. Well, we'll race you down to it, and it should be an absolutely great time here. But again, congratulations on the third place finish here tonight, buddy, and good luck coming up here next week.
Thanks. See you guys later.
As we take another step up on this podium, let's go ahead and talk to tonight's second place finisher. It's going to be Mr. Kelly Keel, up 26 spots on the day, which it's hard to believe, but that's not hard charger of the day. But man, having a fantastic drive out there tonight, Kelly. Basically, once when you got up to Jess's back bumper, man, you never let it go. You trailed your team captain there pretty much all the way around, and as we kind of noted earlier on in the broadcast, you know, you're one of those guys that at plate track racing, you're one of the ones that I want to be around all race long, because usually you finish up pretty good. And here tonight, man, you were definitely showing some of that mettle.
Yeah, thanks, guys. It was very fun tonight. I had a good time. Unfortunately, I didn't get to qualify. I had a penalty from last week. But yeah, Michigan, it was fun. It was nice to get up there and get second place. It feels like a win to me. Anytime I can get up there with Jess and Jeremiah and Tim Pope and these guys, they're all very good racers, and so it feels like a win to me. And I just want to congratulate Jess, and yeah, I didn't realize this is his first win, so that's awesome. But yeah, it was good to get up there and push the teammate. I didn't really want to race him because we were just trying to get away from the rest of the guys. So it was fun.
Well, you had a kick-ass race out there tonight in that Chevy Silverado, and next week there won't be much pushing for you to do or much drafting for you to do or anything. It's a road course, and it's a very, very difficult road course.
Which one is it?
Indianapolis.
You know what? I don't even know if I've been on that one, so this will be interesting. So
Ooh, you've got some homework to do, buddy. It ain't easy.
I think it's pretty difficult too, right?
It's not easy, dude. I'm telling you, it's a pain in the ass.
I always get the penalties when I'm at like the good tracks that I do well at. So, but paid off tonight, that's for sure. Like I said, it felt like a win to me. Start from last place to second, so it was fun racing with all these guys.
Yeah, Michigan's awesome. And you should be proud of that. You're just right behind Jess there at the end. Hey, that's a win right there.
Yeah. The one thing I didn't want to do was take him out, especially when he was trying to get his first win of the season.
Heck yeah. You got some shout outs for us?
Yeah, Jess, Lori, the whole Vigilante Race League team. All these guys are great. It's fun every week. You guys putting on a good show here. So, yeah, that's about all I got.
Awesome, man. Well, congratulations going out to that 01 machine of Mr. Kelly Keel, picking up the second place finish tonight, up 26 spots on the evening, man. Congratulations. A fantastic run, and good luck with the practice this coming week for Indy there, buddy.
Yeah, no kidding. Thanks a lot, guys. See you next week.
And with that, we move on up to tonight's race winner. It's going to be finally shaking off the cobwebs of all the bad luck and the mishaps that he's had so far this season, and picking up that race win, the 33 of Jess Vaught. walking his way home with a big old trophy, man. Congratulations on the great win. Great strategy call there at the end to put yourself in a position to fight and pick up the W. And not only that, but you were pretty dominant here as well. Like when we were getting to the midway stage break, you guys had opened up like a 6-second lead.
Yeah, man. It was. I got fortunate on the strategy call and everything. We had a plan, but as you know, that plan, it rarely survives first contact with the enemy or the adversary. And any cautions in that last little bit would have really thrown a monkey wrench in there, because I did not save any tires. I was all out all day going for max points. It was a max points day for me, which was great. Got to try and stay in the running with the likes of Burke and Pope and all these other cats up there, really killing it right now. So this is nice. Punches my ticket into the playoffs as long as I stay in the top 20. So that was a big deal for me. I've had some dominant races, just haven't had the finishes. And as we know, got to be able to close these things out. And I just figured if I keep running the way I was running, eventually the circumstances would align, and that's what happened this evening. And just happy that it went that way.
So you mentioned a few names, and then we saw a few other names right before the fuel mileage stuff started to take effect. And those names were Dave Mayberry, Michael Everidge, these guys that were running up in the front. And, we thought, oh man, we might see some different guys win out there. And then we saw the vapor lock start to take effect as these guys were running on fumes. But
Everidge just needed about a quarter lap, right? That's about all he needed.
I'm telling you, man, it was so close. And you feel bad for those guys, but at the same time, that's part of it. That's part of the strategy and part of the fun of trying to find your way on iRacing and making the right decisions. But congrats on the win tonight, Jess. It was a lot of fun to watch this one.
Oh yeah, no, thank you. It's as always, Michigan delivers. I can't think of many races that VRL has had at Michigan that didn't. Maybe one. I think there was that one random race that we did when we were trying to do a big recruiting, and it was pretty messy. But we had a lot of new folks then. But most of the time, regular league races, this place delivers and delivers on the broadcast and stuff as well.
Yeah, it was a fun race. Looked good all night. Really racy. It looked like y'all were in packs out there. We didn't spread out. Clean racing throughout. So you should be proud of that as a league and all that. So, but congrats on the win. I called it from about, I don't know what lap, about 5 laps to go or so. I think I called it. So good job tonight. Who would you like to give some shout outs to?
No, hey, thanks, man. I appreciate you, having faith in that strategy was going to work out for me. But anyway, so huge happy 20th birthday to my little girl Sarah. Today is her birthday, and I can't believe I won on her birthday, so that's pretty awesome. And it just so happens that it's Andrew Cawthon's birthday as well, so great shout out to him as well. And in my family, as always, Kyle, who was in the race today. I don't know how he fared. I think he had some issues, but I always have his support. And then his fiance Taylor, my biggest fan, not his, mine. I want to give her a shout out too. She was pretty stoked about the finish. And then my team, Kelly Kill, Dave Mayberry, Greg Klein, especially Kelly tonight, man, what a teammate as far as us getting out there, sticking to a plan, and then getting out. I think we were up to 8 or 9 second lead there coming to the break at one point. And then Jeremiah Burke. I don't know what it looked like on the broadcast, but that was some hard racing. And it was some precise racing and almost to the limit of net code. So, and he raced me clean. So I want to thank him for that. And then as always, my wife, Lori, for everything she does for me, my family in this league. Couldn't do anything without her. And thanks guys for you guys highlighting our league as the way that you do. And we're proud of that and appreciate it.
Awesome.
Jess, one more question. We noticed a little bit of a conflict between Dave Mayberry tonight and the 16, a guy you might know, Kyle Vaught. Is everything okay there? Those guys
Yeah, I think it's just a generational gap. You got that new up and coming driver who doesn't race with enough respect, from what I'm hearing. I don't know.
Oh.
And then you got the old school guy like Mayberry. So yeah, I think it's one of those deals, kind of like you see in real NASCAR right now. You got the young bucks coming in, and they have a basically anything goes mentality, and I think that's what's going on. It's something of that nature, and they got definitely a rival going as who's going to beat whom in the final standings.
We love it.
I absolutely love it, but we also love to see it with the 33 machine picking up that trophy and driving on home with the win. Mr. Just Fought, your race victor here tonight from Michigan, man. Congratulations. Awesome job, and good luck next week coming up over there at the Indy Road Course.
Yeah, that should be fun. Thanks, buddy. And we'll talk to you guys later. Have a good evening.
And that indeed does conclude all the driver interviews here tonight. And fellas, once again, Michigan not disappointing. And again, in a way we totally didn't expect. Ended up being, of course, the 3 wide, 4 wide that we absolutely love. But not only that, but fuel mileage coming down into effect.
Yeah, what he said, Michigan delivers. And tonight it delivered in drama, wrapped up in the form of who's going to run out of gas next. And we saw them start dropping like flies, and we thought some guys that hadn't been on the podium in a while might actually get there, and just didn't happen tonight. But great finish nonetheless. A lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, awesome. Michigan never disappoints, and they didn't disappoint tonight here at Vigilante Racing League. Good stuff.
And good stuff indeed. While we kind of quiet things down here from the Speedway, let's go ahead and tell everybody where their favorite driver ended up finishing here tonight with that 33 picking up the race win. The 01 of Kelly Keel having a fantastic run as well, finishing there in second, and Jeremiah Burke bringing it on home tonight in third for that 53. The 7 of Jonah Long coming home in fourth, your hard charger of the evening, up 30 spots, having a great run up out there. So good job there from Jonah. We talked to him a little bit earlier on about right around the midway stage. You also got the 88 of Mike Adamson up double digits, up 22 spots here tonight to crack up into that top 5, having a great run here as well. So good job there, Mike. Albert Anderson, America's driver in the 99 machine, bringing it on home tonight in 6th. Would have liked a better finish, but stayed up there inside that top 10 pretty much all race long. So good job there from him. You got the 7, or in 7th, the 07 of Jack the Ripper Dixon, one of Canada's drivers out there, having a pretty good run as well. John Osborne in the 81 machine, he wasn't scared to take it 3 or 4 wide occasionally there. Just absolutely ripping it up and bringing that 81 machine on home in 8th. 9th, then we welcome to return Mr. Eric Klafka here tonight in the 5 machine, having a great run inside of that top 10 with the 14 of Dustin with a Y, Mr. Dustin Eaton, bringing it on home to round out the field's top 10.
Yeah, our buddy Greg Klein in the 92 worked his way up a whole bunch of spots here from 26th to 11th. Great job by him. Josh Bittner, same kind of story, worked his way up a few spots here to finish in 12th in that 84 truck. The 69 truck, Larry Dickerson, worked his way up a bunch of spots here as well to finish in 13th place. Ricky Wittenberg, one of those guys, he led a few laps here towards the end and thought maybe Ricky had something going on there in the 55 and just didn't work out for him. Dave the Gambler Mayberry, same kind of situation as for the 29. He'll finish in 15th spot. Robert Chipman in the 58 finished in 16th place. 17th will be Mike Everidge in the 82, another one of those guys that was playing the fuel mileage game. That, yeah, we were behind you there, buddy, until we weren't. When you run out of gas. At 25, Mike Darlin in the 25 machines finishes in 18th place. 19th will be Andrew Player in the 18. Rounded out your top 20 tonight, David Kelly in the 49.
Yeah, John Gallagher in the 123, 21st, 22nd, the 16 of Kyle Vaught. 23rd, the 3 of Austin Paul, 085, Greg Dobson, our Canadian friend. He was here at Michigan this week.
Yeah, he was.
24th, 25th, the 13, sponsored, not sponsored, Earl Evans machine. Ended up 25th. 10 of Andrew Cawthon, 26th. The 27th position, Michael Taylor in that cool McAllister's paint scheme. 98th, 72 of Chandler Paul. Ended up 28th, 29th, Timothy Pope. And 27th, 23rd, Sean McDonnell. 30th, 31st, Dylan Bryan, the 8. Number 6, Trevor Robertson. 32nd, and Dion Jones in the 4, 33rd.
And the dreaded checkbox there for Dion here tonight. Otherwise, I think he could have had a pretty good fight on up there as well. Now, that does conclude tonight's action here from Michigan. Sadly, we're not going to return here for quite a while. We'll miss the track, but don't you worry. We'll be back here soon enough. We thank you all for tuning in and watching, as always, because you guys are the reason why we do this and have such a good time of doing it. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell so you get alerted every single time that we go live and you don't miss a single second of the great race and action on out here. And of course, while you're at it, be sure to hit that thumbs up button as well so we can continue to grow this fantastic community we got going on over here. We also have to thank the proud sponsors of the VRL, like GC Cruise Travel there. Give Greg a call at 918-906-5616 or give him shoot him an email or a Facebook or whatever and set up your next vacation, as GC Cruise Travel is the official travel provider of the VRL and AAA Broadcasting. Of course, we also have to thank Dave Mayberry. Give him a call at 520-850-4189 if you're looking for to buy or sell your house in the Tucson, Arizona area or anywhere across the country. Let Dave and his 18 years of experience help you on out and get you into that home of your dreams, because this housing market just gets crazier and crazier. Get yourself a good quality realtor today. And so with that brings the action to a close. We won't be back live until Sunday night as the playoffs continue to roll on for the Num Thumbs Racing League Super Speedway Series, and on Monday their Cup Series as well. So that stuff is just getting really, really good on over there. So be sure to join us then. But until then, I'm Alan Brown for Alan English and Adam Turner. We're signing off.
We gone.
Yeah.